Know thyself. We are busy to see what's going on outside and may not look at ourselves how we are responding to all the stimuli. And if we don't know how we are responding, even if you are deluded, don't know what to do, that's dangerous. You need to know, I need to know, if my mind is going wild, rushing, or defending my ego, or pushing my ego. That shouldn't be the case. Why? Because it's sub-optimizing. You're not understanding the whole picture, and we are biased to have us or me at the center to protect, defend, and fight against. And that may be the natural response, we think, because that's how we are built. But that may not be the right thing to do. And if we reflect our life, how it happened, how many times have I screwed up myself, but not assessing the picture externally because of my rushing or jumping into conclusion, or basically not knowing myself what I'm doing. And I said this, just an incident that happened. I came back from diving and I saw these young kids going deep without weight belt, and they stayed down below so long, and I'm watching at them. So I start to talk to them, how you do that? Because in my case, if I don't have weight, I have very difficult time to stay at the bottom because I carry some weight belt usually, but today I was just swimming and diving, and these guys, they're young. I wondered if my buoyancy is different from theirs, and if I tried, because we talked a bit, I could do some of it, not totally. So they're much more advanced, and as I tried, I was upset because my breathing and the pressurizing, equalizing was not working well. And what happened? So I kept trying and then realized, what did I realize? I realized my reaction was like a different person. I was watching myself, that this other person of me is trying to do this and trying to figure out, and I'm observing and thinking how stupid that guy is. That's me. To me looking at myself. And then I start to calm down. No rush. This is diving again. Going down maybe 20 feet or 15 feet. I usually have weight belt, but today I didn't. And equalizing and down below and staying, I was not comfortable, whereas those other kids are just doing fine. Maybe the body density is different, me from them, but I don't know. But the point is not arguing, but accepting and seeing me figuring out, losing calm and quiet mind. So, I don't know how long it took, but it was funny to look at myself being upset and trying to, struggling how to equalize and stay bottom and then holding the rug and all that stuff. Because I thought I should be able to do it, but without weight belt. But they didn't have weight belt. So something is missing, something is not quite. So that's what I found. And in the process, it's more of rethinking myself, as if looking at the mirror, and I was not calm, settled, but jittery, upset, and I should be able to, but then I was kind of laughing, and that was stupid. No need to rush, no need to do anything, just take time. So I came out, and then I'm using this opportunity to reflect myself and still to know myself. I am to know myself. Know thyself. You have to have a mirror. You have to see as if you're from the core of your being. I have this picture every now and then. In the morning or in the afternoon, there may be the moon up in the sky, and they're always quiet and looking at me. No matter what I do, it's always quiet. And that's the sense of me and the way of nature, let's call it, or true self, looking at myself. To know myself, to know thyself, yourself, requires different point of view. And that's what awakening is, basically. Know thyself. Observe what's going on. Just like in meditation, you sit, meditate, and the thought passes by, but you get caught up in the thought. Then you go back to breathing or internal body awareness, like a vipassana, empty-minded. Then you see things better. But if you're occupied, you are jittery, like the case of this diving. I've done diving many times, but still, today I felt like, what's going on? I know something, but not to the level of those guys. But it's not them, it's about me to figure out. Humble learning. Accept and move on. Anyway, I found this is interesting. I'm gonna go out because it's walking distance with the wetsuits next time and with a weight belt, and have my mind settle as usual, as I do, and then revisit. And that is all I need to do. I don't have to do what they do. I do what I know what to do and build up from there. No need to go mumbo jumbo. But maybe the ego, the confidence, I lost the self, I don't know what's the word. I thought I was better than that. It's okay. We start again. That's it. So, this is a confession that I had a little upset feeling today. I was surprised, and the equalizing was not doing well. Breathe in, breathe out. Go back to the core of my being and find the path moving forward. Know thyself. No matter what age, no matter what situation, look at myself as if from different space and time, or within myself from the heart, and clear up so that I'm not ego fighting. There are cases I know some people who just shout when there's some problem, and I laugh what they do because they are just for the other person doing it is more obvious than yourself. But if that happened to myself, back to the basic. Breathe in, breathe out. No rush. Accept and move on. Confession. Know thyself. Have a mirror. I call it mirror mind. Actually, since I talk about the mirror mind, let me just remind ourselves there are 4 wisdom in Buddhism that they talk about. One is called the round circle mirror wisdom. It's kind of like looking at yourself. That's what I was talking. But the other one, 3 of them. One is, what should I do? The second one could be the wisdom of seeing things as myo. Myo is interesting. Maybe the shade of the tree on the ground, and the sunrise or the moon, or any state that triggers us, indicating the wonder of life. That's to find the myo, or amazement, interesting, fascinating, that pops up all of a sudden. That's the second wisdom. The third one could be equality. Everything is equal. Not to say one is better or worse. We came from one. We are living the best we can. And there is fundamental force of the universe manifesting. The pine tree doesn't have to become a bamboo tree. This guy doesn't have to be that guy. Even if that might be the thinking, you may also see it's okay, everything as it is, and find the amazement of how the law of the universe is manifesting in different forms. The ants and the bird and the tree and the fish and myself and himself and herself. It's all okay. The last one is the wisdom of Jō Shosatsu. You manifest whatever is feasible inside of you, Jō Shosatsu. Translating from Japanese, that things can be made happen. Wisdom, when you align with the way of the universe. So those are the 4 wisdom. You can think about it, or just to remember it, and maybe you can find those moments as you live your life, and when your mind is calm, those things can become more apparent. So just a thought about knowing ourselves and coming up with the wisdom to go over the hurdles and have fun in the way. May all beings be happy.